So on today's episode 1, this is like my very first show. I'm so excited. So share this, hit that little share button, and share this in your direct sales groups, because we're gonna be talking about a good one: how to get people to shop, not just to attend, but to actually shop on your Facebook party. Subscribe, yay, Sarah! Sarah, I feel like you are subscribed to everything. You're in the inner circle, girl. So yeah, make sure you subscribe if you want to get an alert when the show goes live. And again, it's going to be every Wednesday night, broadcasting to you social selling tips, helping you turn your posts into profits. That's what this show is all about. Good question, Holly. Yeah, right? Holly asked that. I have a private VIP community group for direct sellers. And this is one of the hot topics in our group all the time. Like, I get people to my party, but then they don't shop. Or I don't get anybody to my party at all, and I'm hearing crickets. So let's get to it. And if you're watching on the replay, type replay in the comments so I can give you guys a shout out on the next show. And of course, feel free to post a question that you want answered. I'll remember it. I'm keeping a whole log of the things that you guys are asking me to share on an upcoming show. Hey, Sarah, how are you? All the Visionistas are in the house tonight. Can always count on you guys. All right, so let me know if the music is too loud, because, you know, I got to have my theme song going. All right, so let's get to it. So I do have a Hostess coaching secret to get people not just to attend, but to shop, right? I just did a Facebook party. So I do what I teach. If you guys are new, you have no idea who I am, and I just showed up in your newsfeed. Over 2 decades in direct sales. I do what I teach, still in direct sales, testing and tweaking all of these strategies out for you so that I can see what works, what doesn't, and then tell you all about it. So I just did a Facebook party on, what day is today? A couple days ago. And it's already over $700. Now, of course, that's not typical. My average Facebook party is actually $400, which is what my average home party is. So pretty darn good, right? And there's a reason for it. So as I mentioned, 2 decades in direct sales. So guess what? What's old is new. And although I love jumping into the latest and greatest in social media and social selling, a lot of what worked back in the day still works today. So let's talk about personal invitations, right? This is what we used to do back in the day. We used to mail invitations. Sometimes people still want that done today for home parties. But here's what's interesting. Even when postcard invitations were mailed to the guests, the hostess would still have the hostess would call the guests to see who was coming, and they would say, a very large majority would say, I never got that invitation. Right? They probably threw it away. It's probably like thought it was junk mail and didn't pay attention to it. The same thing is happening on your Facebook parties. People are not seeing their notification. They're not paying attention to it. Many times they do not even know that they're invited. It's a little, notification overload, right? So here's what you need to do, not just to get people to go to the event, but to get the right people to go to the event. Hey, Brenda, how are you? Get the right people to the event that want to actually shop, and not just the people that are joining the party to win all your prizes. Raise your hand if the struggle is real, right? I mean, I feel like there's been so many Facebook parties that we've almost trained our party guests to just come for the prize drawing and then never shop at all. By the way, I do not play games on my Facebook parties, and I'll be talking about that on a future episode. I'll tell you why, and we'll discuss further. Stay tuned. So here's what I do. Hey, oh, it's Kristen. Hey, Kristen, how are you? Yeah, right? It's the struggle. She's like, I'm raising my hand. So I actually do not even create the event until my hostess has invited people personally. So personal invitations that worked back in the day still work today. What's old is new. And of course it's different today. They're not probably actually calling people. They're texting, right? And this is what I love about text invitations is people respond immediately. I don't care what's going on in their day. They could be in the middle of a meeting at work. What up with that? I don't know. But they do, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. Like, people respond immediately to a text invitation. So in my hostess coaching, when the hostess books a party, Facebook party, I do this for home parties too, I create a graphic invitation on Red Stamp. So how many of you guys know about the Red Stamp app? It's free, and it has many of your direct sales companies in the collections listed as pre-branded graphics. So Sarah's asking, do I ask the hostess to tell you how many people are coming? Oh, absolutely, yes. So I let her know, this is particularly for a Facebook party, I am not even going to create the event until she has invited people and we know that people are coming, that she's getting yes RVPs. That also boosts her confidence, right? Because she now knows people are excited about the party and coming. And the people are coming because she personally invited them. Now, I'm not talking about copy-paste Facebook message that's this long with a link to join the party. I've gotten those too, and I ignore those too because it's totally impersonal. I've had very close friends private message me inviting me to a Facebook party, but I could totally tell it was a copy-pasted paragraph-long message with a link to join the party. No personal commenting or relationship at all. Like, you would think they didn't even know me. It wasn't even like, hey, how you doing? You know, and that's what social selling is all about. It's two-way conversations just like we have in real life, not one way where you're speaking at people. So I tell the hostess to text her girlfriends. I create a personal invitation on Red Stamp that she can save to her camera roll, super easy to do, and put that in the text message. So it's, and she's got to do one by one. I would rather have 5 people at a Facebook party that are super excited to be there and shop the party than 40 people that just joined to win the prizes, which I don't play games, so they're not winning anything anyway. I do give prizes, but I just don't play games. Hey Robin, hey Yvette. Hi Sheila. Yeah, so even if your company is not on Red Stamp, go to the party invitations, like a regular party invitation, they're by category, and upload a photo of your product. You can still custom brand your Red Stamp invitation even if your company is not in the collections. And if you didn't know that, your company actually pays for that. So that's an investment on your company's part. So if they are doing it, give them a thank you. You probably didn't even know that. It cost your company money to do that. But yeah, definitely just upload a graphic and custom brand it yourself. Yay, Stacy! You finally caught me live. So, okay, so that gets it going. Remember, I have not even created the event yet. So the hostess has texted people, and because she personally invited them, she's getting responses, and many times positive responses that people are excited and they want to come. And I also make sure she lets them know the first 10 or more that join that event will be in a drawing for a prize drawing. So that is the prize drawing. So if I'm giving a prize, it has to have a call to action that is going to lead to a result. I do not just play random like bingo games or anything like that because they don't make me money. So she's telling that in the verbiage. So it's really super personal. And just like you would invite people to a party in real life, don't have your hostess just start inviting friends and family when they don't maybe even know what your product's about, or they might even feel insulted, like, hey, I can't believe you didn't personally invite me. So that goes out a couple days. Now, I haven't even created the event. So then I'm reaching out to her again. How's those RSVPs going? Remember, she's getting instant responses because she's texting people. And that's just what people do. Now, if she's getting no responses, a no response is the same as a no, right? People, you don't have to worry about hearing no anymore. People just ignore us. So that's the good news. If If you're afraid of rejection, don't worry about it. We don't get rejection anymore. People just ignore, right? We see that on our Facebook message too. Nobody tells you no. They just ignore it. So, oh, thank you, Mary. And yes, Robin is saying that my sign is backwards. And yes, I do know that. That is actually a glitch on Facebook Live that started around midsummer, little sidebar, and they can't seem to fix it. Anything that you post on Facebook Live, the text is backwards, unless you're using your front-facing camera. We'll talk about that on another episode, so just go with it. Okay, so now I create the event. Now I create the event, for those of you guys that follow me and know my training, I create all my events on my business page. And there's a lot of reasons I do that, and I'll give you a couple of them right now, that has to do with getting more people invited and joining that event right away. So the reason I love creating my event on my business page is because number one, I'm doing business, right? This is not an invitation to, a bridal shower. This is an invitation to shop online. That's what a Facebook party is. Facebook likes it when you do business on a business page. It helps keep you out of Facebook jail and prevent you from being flagged for spamming. They actually want you to do your Facebook parties there. So that's where I do them. Now I know it's a little scary for you guys because a Facebook event on a business page is public. And I know everybody's like, no, no public events. This is completely different than a public event from your personal page. Remember, it's not you personally creating this event, it's your business page. Facebook is only going to show that event to the people that are most highly engaged on your page. Not your friends, not your family, maybe not even your customers. So if you're like getting no engagement on your Facebook business page, nobody's going to see it. So don't even worry about it because you are there posting as your business page, not as yourself personally. But because it is public, one of my other favorite things I like about that is it's shareable. Super easy to share, as a matter of fact, just like you can share Social Girl in your groups, right? This is a business page. This is public. So if you love this episode, click that share button and share it. People can do the same thing with your Facebook parties that are created on your business page. Super easy for them to share. So they're sharing it to tell their friends about it to their personal page. Love that. All right, so then I create the event. I add my hostess as the co-host and then go back to private message her the link to the party. So instead of her friends already know about it. She already knows who's excited about it and who wants to come to the party. This is why it works. And so here's the best part about it. Instead of her actually inviting people and then hoping they see that notification, probably not, she can then copy paste that URL, literally just hold her finger down on it. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Go back to the text message where she got the response, pop it right in there and say, all right, the party's getting started. Click here to join the event, to click going, and get yourself in that first prize drawing that Lynn's giving away for the free blah, blah, blah. Something fun. So they are actually joining and clicking that going button themselves. You actually do not have to invite people to an event created on a business page. And I love that. When they are taking the action themselves to go to the party, they are much more apt to be engaged and be active in the party because it was their choice. They didn't just show up at this party because somebody invited them and they're like, how did I end up here? I'm getting all these, notifications. So the more that your customer takes that action themselves, the more apt they're gonna not just join the party, but actually shop because they're really interested. They know what it is about and they're interested in what you have to offer. That's why this works. Thank you, Lacey. Hey, Chrissy. So there you go. just a little secret that I do with all of my